high-end toilets that are $823 each. Well, this whole deal sold for $750, and there's 10 of them. This is such a small risk. A member that's in Sacramento, they started buying just pressure washers, sold 600 of them, but just 10 days ago, he bought his first truckload of outdoor furniture, patio furniture. Recouped the truckload investment and hit profit territory in the first 36 hours. We're going to make $100,000 profit. They give away ambulances, dude.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Fire trucks, too. Fire trucks, full electric buses sold for between $2,500 and $25,000.
You could start a business just finding buyers for these.
Don't sit there and watch stupid reels. These opportunities are out there, man. Oh, there's a million reasons not to do any of this stuff, but you're missing out on the opportunity.
2 months ago, I had my friend Shannon on the podcast right here. It was one of my most popular videos ever. He shared a screen and we went shopping for liquidation items. Shannon has been buying and selling and liquidating overstock and returns for decades. He is the best in the biz, a good friend, and he's been on this podcast like 12 or 13 times. And you guys just love it when he shares his screen, goes shopping on these liquidation sites, and explains what he sees and where the opportunity is. So we did it again. From furniture to wooden toys to flight simulators, there's something for everyone today. Enjoy.
I want to talk about boring stuff for a minute, though, because I think it's so good. This is a company called Winston Water Cooler, right? Which I've never heard of. But they sell plumbing supplies and bathroom things. So this deal, the best part about this deal, I'm pointing at my screen. You can't see me. The best part about this deal is nobody put any effort into that title. It just says one pallet of plumbing fixtures. Okay. And I'm like, oh, that's weird.
Those are big. A signal. That's a signal to dive in because it means other people aren't.
Yes, exactly. Because you're like, oh, that's boring. I don't want to buy pipe and plumbing fixtures that connect that pipe. But I do want to buy high-end toilets that are $823 each and $787 each. 700, 600, 520, Koerner's. If you look up these toilets, these are very, I think $750 was the best price I found for this Caro, Caro 2 toilet. Well, this whole deal sold for $750, $50 a unit.
$50 for $800 toilets.
And there's 10 of them. They're not all $800, but the cheapest one's $150, right? And so I always harp on, do your research, figure this stuff out. But this is such a small risk to get into this business. And if you know anybody, especially that's a house flipper, remodeler, contractor, whatever, or even just selling these on Facebook Marketplace, I think you could sell them for half off and, make yourself $3,000, $4,000.
Yeah.
No problem. And because nobody knows who Winston Water Cooler is. And this is a big mistake. This would be like you trying to sell it. This is, you have to have all this great detail in your product listing, right? Because that's the SEO, your keywords and all that stuff. So I love this deal and any deal like this. It's fantastic.
Oh, so good. You could list these on Facebook Marketplace before even bidding.
Absolutely.
See if there's demand.
Yep. And these deals are available every day. The product is not the most important part of this whole scenario. It's the process, right? The systems and getting it figured out. So I love this deal. There's another one one pallet of pipe valve fittings. It's $27,775, their price. They're a distributor. I don't think they have a wholesale or retail, but it sold for $1,500. So there's 256 units. It's brand new. If you're in this business, this could be, one of the best money makers that you found. It's incredible. I really like the boring stuff because there's less competition to buy it, because I think human nature is we're kind of attracted to the shiny, sexy stuff. But things like patio furniture, carpets, once Costco started selling, Ruggable, the rugs you could throw in the washer, which is a big game. Once they started selling those for $400 or $500, it changed the whole carpet because you've got like a branded carpet now, which better than, just some no-name, carpet. I still love pressure washers if you're mechanically inclined. I think there's a big upside to there. And I love seasonality. Like right now, buying outdoor stuff and Blackstones and stuff for the lake and all that kind of stuff, that the prices to buy have started to dip because we're headed into fall and all that kind of stuff. So those kind of things I'm real excited about. I still love industrial stuff, things that like plumbing stuff, HVAC stuff, but it takes a little more sophistication. So again, it's another moat that is around that kind of auction. And it's the same with once you can get up to buying truckloads at a time, it totally changes everything because you've eliminated probably 99% of the people that are just getting started. You always want to build a moat around. You want to be the only buyer if you can.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. So boring products, and we're going to talk about some of those boring products today. We've got some sexy stuff mixed in too, because that's always fun. But yeah, it's cool. Okay, I want to start off just something really simple. That's so easy. Everybody has a target near them. Everybody can see what they sell. It's really basic, but a lot of people miss it. And so let's just talk about this small deal. 5 pallets, train tracks, right? Sets, and there's some other stuff too. But these train tracks are like wooden train sets and has little houses and farm and all that kind of stuff around them, for little kids to play. 240 units. What I love is when you can jump on the Target website and see they're still selling this train set for $129, so $130. You can't sell it for that, right? Because you're not Target. And when I searched eBay and a few other places for sold listings, about $80 or $90, right?
Okay.
And these are brand new. Their Target $21,598 was their total price. It sold for $2,600. So your cost on these things is $11, $11.08 a unit. What time of the year is it? Right? It's September. So,
we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. You buy these, you're not going to get them for 2-3 weeks anyway. You're going to be into October. People are going to, all of a sudden you're going to be into the holidays. It's just a really simple, nice deal. You could sell on Facebook Marketplace. You could put these on eBay because it's a box you could ship out. You could do it anywhere. You could live sell these things. Just really basic here and very low risk, right? I'm going to pay $11. Target's still selling them for $130. I feel pretty safe that maybe even if you had to sell them for $50 or $60, you're going to make $40 a unit. And you're going to, you have a couple hundred of them. So we're going to make $8,000.
I've never even heard of these brands. This looks pretty high quality though.
Yeah. Hearth and Hand, I guess it is. Yeah. And they have all kinds of wooden toys. And I love that. I think parents love this stuff. It's not plastic. You put it in there and, you could be a rock star selling these things for $60, $70 as we get closer to Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So I like this deal. Super simple.
Yeah. I just looked up Hearth and Hand on Google Trends.
Yep.
This is what I see. It's climbing in popularity.
That's nice. Yeah, I love that, dude. It's
incredibly seasonal.
Yep.
Which is what we're after right
and
here,
and I couldn't tell you why. If I had the Target, purchasing people on this show, my question would be why are you guys liquidating this? And I will tell you, I toured a couple weeks ago the 100,000 square foot returns facility for some of these very large companies. And you know what their main concern is? Getting this stuff out the door, because there's over 1,000 pallets inside this facility. The only thing they're worried about, we have 50, 60 trucks coming on Thursday. We have to get this stuff out, and they're also worried. They want to be good stewards of the environment. So this has to be part of their story that, hey, all these returns, these things, we all find homes for them. They don't wind up in landfill, that kind of thing. The other interesting thing I learned is that much of what they're selling, Target may not even, or this is kind of not a good example, but some of these higher dollar items are just shipped direct from the manufacturer. If you buy a bathtub from Costco on their e-commerce site, it's coming right from Koerner or whoever it is. And lots of times those things just can't be delivered. Something happens. People aren't there, whatever, things change. Well, that product doesn't go back to Koerner. And that product doesn't go back to Costco, for example, in this case. That product goes to a returns warehouse, even though it's brand new, and gets sold because they're just trying to move. It's too expensive for them.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
They're brand new. And on e-commerce returns are 20 to 30% of every purchase. Every single thing is 20 to 30%. And it's growing year over year, right? So companies like B-Stock, they're just set up and they have such good credibility that they're just handling this stuff. And they know they want to protect the supplier, whether it's a manufacturer or retailer, and they want these buyers to have good experiences. And so, yeah, it's crazy. It's right in front of you, this opportunity. These deals are every single day. We're going to look at deals today that have no bids, no one buying them. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
As long as people are consumers, there will be deals.
Yes, of course.
Real quick, please subscribe to my channel. I know it's kind of lame to ask, but it means a lot. Thanks.
Costco sells $250 billion worth of inventory a year. And Costco's e-commerce is just getting started. They're just sinking billions of dollars. This is just going to grow. Target, I think they're way ahead of Costco on the e-commerce front. So just going to go. I also really love seasonality. Let me show you this deal. It's a Costco deal. No surprise there. It's 3 pallets of Big Joe. If you've seen those things floating around pools, these are pool hammocks, which is really cool. I happen to have one. Brand new. It's only 39 units. So it's not something that's going to, you're not going to become a millionaire, but it's just going to add to your inventory. Costco was selling them for $1,560. They're the cheapest around because they're obviously only making 14% profit margin. And they normally sold them for $40. They sold for $11 today at this auction. So $1,560, $429. I wouldn't buy these because, as you can see, the shipping's a little high. I'm in California. These are in Maryland.
Yeah.
I would buy closer to home. But just a great product to see. And, you get to see, you've got the original. This is pulled right from the floor.
Yeah, they're not returns.
Yeah, they're not returns. Everything's brand new. Terrific product to add to your Facebook Marketplace stuff. You might have to sit on it over, the winter as things go. Or if you're in Florida where people are swimming all year long, I love these deals. Simple, boring. There's nothing to test. There's nothing to break. There's nothing that's going to fail when the customer gets it that they're going to get upset at you about. Like, I was in the watch business and I had people return watches because when they were on the plane, they would say, "Oh, the altimeter's off."
Yeah.
It was a nightmare. I was like, I can't be in this business, dude. I just, So I love this stuff. Talking about just returns, furniture, incredible.
I like the seasonal stuff because it removes some of the question mark from what you're buying. Because if you're buying something that's not seasonal, it's like, all right, what's wrong with this? Is this color just off? People hate the color for whatever reason, right?
Yep.
But when it's seasonal, it's like, dude, the hardest thing for any retailer to do is to predict demand, right? Inventory management is a nightmare, whether you have $1 million business or $1 billion business. Yeah. And so we're buying these pool floaties. It's like, they ordered too many. That's the problem. There's no problem. Constantly. They just ordered too many.
And I imagine it's the same with like the trains, whenever they have some projection, somebody made an error. One thing I see people doing really, really well with is furniture. And I think because it's harder to handle, you've got to have, when I say harder to handle, I'm talking physically, because you've got to have a couple of people that are going to help you move around. But so I just pulled up these examples of a few. This is the Costco wholesale auction site. Truckload of upholstered furniture and dining, 11 whole sets. The Costco price, which is a far more trusted price than another retailer that might be discounting these at half off or something like that. Costco price was $11,440. It sold this morning for $585. This is an entire truckload of couches, dining furniture, and these are customer returns, A, B grade. So this is in College Park, Georgia. You can see there's some manufacturer pictures. There's a huge couple of sofas. I do get a little concerned of lighter colors. I would say that customer returns, you're going to have less cleaning up things than on a darker color. Here is they're shrink. Some of them are, they're all shrink wrapped on these pallets. So you get to see what you're buying. I literally walked through warehouses full of this stuff the other day. Nice that they're wrapped up. A couple of love seats, dining room chairs. These look like high level chairs. So they're trying to give you as much information as you can. 2 big, giant, I don't know what they are. It might be an ice chest inside this thing. But, you get to see actually what you're going to buy, right? An entire truckload of this product. Okay. Coming in, looks nice. You can zoom in, take a look back here. But the whole thing, sold $53 on average per unit. And so you can look at the Costco price. First line item, $2,100. Second,
oh my gosh,
$1,950.
And that's at Costco.
This is Costco, $1,700, $1,500, $1,300. It's the opportunity in furniture and heavy items is insane. It's just a really good, product line. There is let me talk to you about another company.
Well, especially if it's nearby you, right? And you don't have to pay for that freight.
Yeah, if it's close to you, you're obviously gonna look as close as you can. Costco has distribution centers all over that they're doing this. But I would also say, don't get too hung up on the shipping if the numbers still make sense. If you calculated and did some research and said, okay, the Costco was selling this for 11, I think I could sell it for, 8, and you could pay 500, but shipping was 2,000. Well, it's kind of irrelevant. Would you invest $2,500 to make sell it for 8 so you can make $5,500? So that's the way I kind of look at it. Freight is just part of the cost of goods that you're buying.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
We talked about this brand last time. This is Walker Edison. If you recall, they want to be like the online version of IKEA. They've just recently started blowing out outdoor furniture.
Yep.
Right.
Seasonal.
Yep. Love seats, this kind of stuff. Nice, good chairs, all this kind of stuff. Okay. You see it all flat packed in the box, easy to store. I love this stuff. There's their warehouse, a couple of things. So this is 16 pallets. They basically this is a truckload, basically 250 units. Their price, retail, they're saying it's $123,824. I don't see them doing massive discounts, but let's just be super conservative and use the retail price as a lie rule and just cut that in half. So it's like, okay, let's just say you're going to sell it for $60,000, or that's the price. Can you sell it for 60? Probably not, because you're not them. This auction sold for $7,240. Okay. This was I saved this because it was such a good deal and I wanted to talk about it today. So you're into this, you're going to be into it for about $10,000 with shipping, because a truckload, let's just say it's $3,000 on the top. So if half the retail is $60,000, you paid 10, you can't sell it for 60. Could you sell it for half of that again for 30?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Probably. And so you're going to make a $10,000 investment. You're going to create incredible content, time-lapse videos of you putting together this sample stuff. Again, it's seasonal things, so you may have to hang on to it. But how long is it going to take you to get your $10,000 back? That's the most important question you have to ask yourself. Definitely.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But I would definitely look at this. This is one of these boring categories. And if we click in here, I don't know if they have anything else listed today. Yeah, so their auctions ended a few days ago. Within the next couple of days, they'll have more stuff.
How many people do you know are like buying a pallet or two, and then buying a few pallets and buying a truckload, and then like starting a retail store or like a local reputation for selling stuff like this, versus like onesie twosie just kind of flipping this stuff on Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah, that's the path. It's starting on Facebook Marketplace and then capturing that data, right? And capturing those customers. When they come over, you should be talking to them and, hey, what else do you buy? Can I get your email? Can I email you when I get a shipment of stuff? You want to run it like a business, even if you're thinking, oh, I just need to make $5,000 a month. I have a member that's in Sacramento. They started buying just pressure washers 10 months ago. He's sold 600 of them since then in that 10-month period. This was a guy that never even used a pressure washer, but just about 10 days ago, he bought his first truckload of outdoor furniture, patio furniture. Okay. And he says, okay, I'm getting it in. He's talking about it. I can see it. And I posted about this on X. Within 24 hours of getting it, he sold about 70%, got 70% of his investment back. Within 72 hours, he was profitable. And that deal's gone. Gosh. He sold it. It's gone. And this is a guy like wheeling stuff into his backyard.
Yeah.
He's posting like,
warehouse, ton of money.
No.
Yeah.
He's like, I got to improve my gate so I can get pallets back here. And he's posting and doing this kind of thing. So this is how it starts. See these pictures? This is guy's front yard. I mean, they're bringing him right in here. This guy did a sale right here. He's talking about, it's just incredible data for me. On Monday, they started posting, couldn't get anybody to come out on this garage sale, started posting in Facebook groups. Do we have this? The phone started ringing. They had a $2,000 day on Labor Day selling stuff out of their driveway.
Pressure washers or other stuff?
Furniture and this kind of stuff. This is his stuff, mainly patio furniture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, selling that kind of stuff.
I just can't get over the fact that he sold 600 pressure washers in Sacramento. Like, what?
Yep. This is Joe. Record-setting month. Total sales, $17,000. 85 pressure washers, 65% of the truckload because he had just got in, recouped the truckload investment and hit profit territory in the first 36 hours. And he's like, now I don't have anything to sell. So he's back at buying it. But this is, so to answer your question, then Joe is coming. He's like, hey, we've set a goal. We're going to make $100,000 profit in 2026 with this business. And that's how you do it. You scale it up. In the beginning, he's posting about, I didn't know anything about some of these pressure washers are broken. How do I fix it? And he didn't know how to fix it. So he found somebody to help him. It's all about problem solving, right? And here's another guy. Crazy week, 2 loads of furniture, appliances, Blackstone, few picks. I'll have to run the numbers Tuesday. I guess 80% sold in less than 3 days. That's freaking exciting to me, man. I love this stuff.
Where are these guys using Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. Mainly. Yeah, that's all they're using. There's
no Facebook group?
This is simple. Yeah.
The same with the pressure washers?
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah. Absolutely, dude. Yeah. This guy's coming up with building an AI tool to take pictures. Look at it. Just won my first auction at $500. I can flip the 2 chairs for $750 a piece. Costco price was $11.50, retail $15. I basically returned the entire investment, including shipping. I love it. I got my first one.
Oh,
so
man.
yeah, it's super exciting, man, to watch these people. This guy just got in two pallets, bathroom and kitchen fixtures, home lighting. Every picture you see here is somebody's garage. It's just somebody just starting out and then watching them scale and scale. And if you're going to get it, you can't get a truckload delivered to your garage. You have to use a freight forwarder, and then they'll break it up and bring you smaller pallets because you can't get a full semi truck into your residential area. And so I love it. I absolutely love seeing it because I know it works because I've done it for so long, and seeing these people really figure it out, it's super rewarding, man. I love it.
Oh, man. I want to go move the van right now and load up my garage with pallets.
I know it gets me very excited.
All right, guys, I'm always looking for ways to help you make more money with less effort. Well, High Level is too. And I think that's why I like it so much. While everyone else out there is switching between 10 different apps, High Level puts everything in one clean dashboard. You can send emails, track leads, build funnels, schedule appointments, everything. And no more logging into a bunch of different platforms. Your clients think you're some tech wizard when really all you did is stop making things so complicated. Sometimes the best ideas are the simple ones. So check out gohighlevel.com/Chris Koerner, link below if you want to see what I mean. If you use that link, they'll give you a 30-day free trial.
Super boring. Here's the pictures. Take a look. Now, whoever bought it could really know and go, oh yeah, that price is way inflated. But that's why they only paid $5.86 a unit.
Yeah.
So don't fall for this MSRP. You have to research the market price because that's all that matters. And it could be seasonal. It could be, and I would never recommend this for somebody just getting started because I think you would just sit on this product because you don't know who to sell it to. But what you do is you print out these manifests right here. You can download the whole thing and you just share it with people that you know. Say, hey, you're in this business. What's this stuff really worth? And a guy comes back and says, oh, $27,000 is a joke. It's only worth like $5,000. Go, okay, great. Then you work it backwards. You always start at the sales side and work these deals backwards. You should know exactly what you're going to sell this product for before you place any bids, right?
Yeah.
And you're, super great at that stuff with like testing on Facebook Marketplace and everything else. But this is definitely who's in your network, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. This is interesting. I found this is kind of interesting.
Ooh.
This is a Gov Deals auction. Obviously, you need to invest a little bit more money and you need to have a little bit more knowledge. But these are Tesla superchargers, the kind that are on the side of the road that you plug your Tesla into. It's the whole thing. There's 6 of them in this lot. It's not just the white, whatever that is. I don't know anything about this here, but it's the stuff you need to support all the support products, these big, white boxes of whatever it is that you see parked. You see like one of these, and then there's like 6 or 7 test superchargers. So that includes the big transformer or whatever it is. It's the whole thing, everything. You get all the details. They give you close-up pictures of all this stuff. And
what would you even do with this? Who's the seller of this?
This is being sold by a company called Government Remarketing. So someone took these out, made the decision that we need to move them. These are in Union City, California, like about an hour from me. But I don't think anybody's bid. The opening bid's $10,000. There's no reserve price. I have no idea how to make money with this, but I'll be darn sure that if I spent some time really digging into it, there's got to be some upside here somehow. Somebody is going to swoop in and steal this stuff. Now, these guys are like, I don't know how to do it. I have no idea how to test it because they took it out.
Yeah.
They just, okay, we're taking them out. We're putting them in the warehouse and that's it. Okay. They made a mistake here. They said it was solar charging, which it's not. But you can ask these people questions. It's like, hey, it says solar. I don't see any panels. This guy said, oh, yeah, it's not solar. That was a mistake. You can ask a lot of questions of these guys.
Well, I just Googled it as we've been talking, and it looks like you can buy these for like $4,500 each. So this is a pretty good price.
That's interesting.
Six of them for $10,000.
Yeah, I think you could own it for $10,000.
Wow. The owner can set the power cost. So I think basically what it is like Tesla will pay for all of this to put, like if you own a business off the interstate and Tesla says, yep, thumbs up, we'll pay for all this, but we're going to keep all of the power costs. And maybe you'll get some foot traffic from it.
Sure.
Or you pay for all the hardware and you can mark up the power cost within these reasonable limits.
I see. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty wild. So one of the things I absolutely love about this reselling business is the massive breadth of different things you can get into, right?
Yeah.
Obviously this is super specialized and, but there's a massive moat in front of this thing because like you said, what would you do with this thing and who's got the infrastructure? But if you owned a piece of property or a gas station or some other thing with a parking lot, would you take a $10,000, start contacting people? Because I think there's 2 days left. This has been up here for about a week, 2 days left. GovDeals is just the best playground you can ever get into. I tell people, don't watch Netflix, watch auctions. Yeah. If you're interested in this business, you should be at GovDeals every single day. I mean, looking at it and just sit on your couch or flip through your phone or whatever it is, use your time wisely and look at this stuff and think about the possibilities. Don't sit there and watch stupid, reels and this guy. Well, I want you to watch those too, but this stuff these opportunities are out there, man. And definitely.
This is a cool one.
Yeah. I really enjoy it. Here's another one that's really interesting.
Ooh.
This is a full motion simulator. It's being taken out. Everything works. All the support stuff you see here.
Would you make like a ride out of this?
That's why I wanted to talk to you about it. You're the idea guy. So we got to figure it out. It's everything. So you have seats and the whole 9 yards that are in it. It looks like a airplane in there. There's all this gear that comes with it. It's a big project. Massive project. All this stuff, test equipment, different things.
Looks like it's a highly realistic full motion flight simulator for the Black Hawk helicopter.
Perfect.
Used for military and civilian pilot training. That could be monetized.
Dude,
hey,
you could totally
want to fly a Black Hawk without needing a pilot's license?
Yeah.
$10.
Yes. The cost to build this thing was, I looked it up and I wrote it down. It was $18 million. And it's going to sell. We're watching it in real time. The time remaining in the auction is 3 minutes and 59 seconds. And it's sitting at $322,000. Okay.
7 bidders.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
how do we see who those bidders are? I'm so curious what their plans are with it.
Yeah. You got to cozy up. And this is a GSA auction. So you're buying it, the Government Services Administration. You're buying it direct from the government. It's at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, right? Is that some kind of military base? There's all kinds of data that you can download that talk about it. They give you the name of the people to call so you can talk. I mean, this is a massive, it's a massive project, but a massive opportunity. I mean, they give you the guy's phone number right here. You can call this guy and ask him questions about it. So it's an Army. This guy's an Army, representative. I love these deals, man. I can't stop looking at them because my brain keeps thinking like, well, wow, where do I put this thing? And how much can I charge? Have you ever put your kids in one of those simulator things at the amusement park it's not cheap.
Well, I featured a business a couple of weeks ago that lets you drive and shoot tanks in Texas.
That's awesome.
And there's only like 3 or 4 states where it's even legal to drive a tank. And of course, Texas is one of them.
Yes.
But these guys crush it. It's called like driveatank.com or bigtanks.com.
Dude. Yeah.
I think you could do a similar play with this.
Yeah.
Right.
This is essentially like if you've ever been on that Star Tours at Disney World or Disneyland, this is what it is. It's all this shock stuff below and all that kind of. I mean, it's pretty wild. It's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And just to clarify, govdeals.com, that's a private company. That is not a government entity. GSAauctions.gov is a government entity.
It's a government entity. GovDeals is a platform where government agencies can sell their stuff, but not typically not the federal government. It's more like state and local municipalities and that kind of thing. But
police cruisers. And
yes, exactly. Oh, yes. You want to own a police car? You want to own a fire truck? You want to own, I mean, any
ambulance.
GovDeals. Ambulance.
Yeah.
They give away ambulances, dude. they're ridiculously.
Really?
Oh yeah, they're super cheap. Fire trucks too. Fire trucks and buses, like electric buses too. Tons of full electric buses. I featured a whole series of them back in DC. They discontinued this program. They put like $100 million into it. And then 4 years later, they discontinued the whole thing. And the buses sold for between $2,500 and $25,000. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And people were buying it for the batteries. Right?
Oh my goodness. I mean, you could take people on tours in those things. Like Nashville has all those bus tours, you know?
Yeah. Well, let's go back and
that's really surprising to me that the government would waste money. I
never heard of that.
Jeez.
Let's see here. Let's see if there's any electric buses listed here today on GovDeals. Okay. It's at $2,000. This is it's called a new flyer. Look at this one. This is cool.
Does it say what the range is? Oh, that's cool.
Do you see that mini bus?
Uh-huh.
I love that. Let's look at this one first. Let's check this out. So there's a whole bunch of them. These are one of them. So it's a diesel electric hybrid. This bus was sold back in April, but the winning bidder did not pay. That happens all the time. 37. Yeah, right here. The DC Department of Transportation Circulator Bus Program is ending.
Yeah.
Okay. Status title is clear. Vehicle comes with a key. Push button start. The vehicle starts.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
And that's why the story is so important.
Yes.
Because we're very creative about creating excuses of why we shouldn't buy something, right? And it's like, oh, it's probably defective. It's like, no. Read the dang
details. Oh, there's a million reasons not to do any of this stuff, but you're missing out on the opportunity. If you don't want to buy a bus, go buy a train set from Target and make $3,000. You know? Yeah. But here they give you the VIN number, so I'm sure you could do some research and find some information about it. This stuff is all the time, and these things look like they're in pretty good shape. They give you all these photos.
$2,500.
Yeah. Right. 2025.
$2,025.
Don't overprice it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to close in 2 days.
It's off of school in this thing. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. This thing is going to sell. I'll bet you it sells for under $5,000.
Oh my gosh.
That's my prediction. Yeah. Cause there's just a ton of them, and people pay for them and they're like, oh, I got to go pick it up. And what do I do? And here it goes inside. You can see, let's see if there's give you more pictures inside. There's the driver's seat. Come on, let's see the back. Nobody wants to see that stuff. I want to see the seats. Okay, so there it is. It's like cleared out. This would be perfect for the van life, right?
Yeah.
That's wild. But this stuff is all over. These are in Maryland. This was a DC program. District of Columbia government. There's somebody you can ask questions. Look, you call Donald Jackson. They give you his phone number so you can talk to it. And you can go inspect it. You don't have to just look at it online. You can go start it up. It's crazy. So,
I mean, you could start a business just like finding buyers for these, like go to like private limo and bus companies that already own a bus company.
Yes.
And say, hey, I have access. They don't need to know where it is or where you're seeing it. I have access. I've got this bus. I'm selling it for $9,000. Yep. They're probably used to paying $90,000.
Yes.
Or $300,000 for these buses.
I imagine I imagine you're right. Yep. When I posted it, most of the comments were, because they've sold new ones too, like 2019, 2022. Most of the comments were around off-grid people that wanted to strip the batteries out, use those in their Tesla systems or whatever, and then scrap the bus.
Oh, yeah. Make like a power wall system.
Yeah, build the power because the batteries are so expensive. So, yeah.
And that thing probably has some massive batteries.
I could imagine, man. Yeah.
I mean, how much bigger than a Tesla battery do you think it is? And those things cost $15,000.
Yeah. That's right. So yeah, it's pretty wild. And this stuff keeps me up at night. I can't stop thinking about the opportunities here. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Quick question. What if there were a private community out there of people that were building businesses based on this podcast? Well, I just made it. and it's only for business starters and business builders. It's called TK Owners. And it's basically like having me and 100 other business geniuses as your business partner. Also, there's going to be exclusive new trends, growth hacks, business ideas, and a database of everything I've ever talked about. You'll find thousands of startup case studies. You'll have weekly Ask Me Anythings with me while I'll answer your questions directly. You can join now at tkowners.com, link in the show notes. Let's see what that flight simulator sold for.
Oh yeah, where's it at? Oh, a minute. Oh, it's getting bumped. So so they do popcorn bidding. So if you bid in the last probably 30 seconds, there's no sniping. It's not like eBay. If you bid in the last 30 seconds, they're going to add another 6 minutes on here. Yeah. So it's sitting at 322,300. I wanted to look at this little minibus right here. It's near my town. This city car minibus electric vehicle, $3,500.
That looks cool.
That does look cool. Who could you drive? Well, let's see. Who could you drive around in that thing? That's awesome. Yeah, that's killer. That's nice. It'd be nice if you had a piece of property and it looks like somebody's been doing some wrenching on it.
Might not work.
Where the pictures have a socket set and a bunch of screws in it. You may have to do some work. And they'll tell you though, right here, right? Was warning when removed, not guaranteed. Yeah. Who knows when it was removed? So seats 10, available to upload.
Oh, it only needs new batteries. That's it.
That could be the most, that's it. That's the whole thing, right? Yeah. Anyhow, I love this stuff. The other thing I wanted to show you that just came back up today were the KC-10s. So these KC-10s. This is the military version of the DC-10, right? And I think they've sold about 20 of these. These are in Arizona, which is a great place to store. There's 4 of them being auctioned off. This is a $52 million plane when it is first sold. And the current bid, the reserve to bid is $500,000. Okay. Massive discount. They often sell units that are where they don't fly, where they've like stripped everything, but these are still flyable.
What would you do with these?
I don't. Well, I like.
I have some ideas. But
yes.
What would you do with it as like an actual airplane? You know what I'm saying?
I guess it would be a cargo plane when you're trying to do like tariff runs or whatever. I would imagine, cargo is the big game here. Yeah, for this type of thing, it would be interesting they always sell every time somebody buys this. Yeah. And this is 20 days. So you have plenty of time to go up there. It's at gsaauctions.gov. You can go look at it. You can go inspect it. You can contact Javier Oliveira at the Air Force Base, and you can go take a look at this thing. So, this one is, okay. So this aircraft, okay, I'm speaking out of turn because I didn't read this yet. This aircraft's non-flyable condition, not in compliance with FAA. Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to bring it back.
I was going to make it an Airbnb anyway.
Well, that's what I thought. Yeah. I want to buy the ones I get more excited about are the ones that the wings are already off so I can transport it and you could put it in there and make it an Airbnb. I think it would be phenomenal. And this site always has salvage aircraft. I love helicopters, and you can buy helicopters without the engines and the rotors and stuff for between $1,000 and $5,000 up here all the time. So like if I had a kid focused or that tank business or that dig, whatever they do, where they drive construction equipment, man, I would have 4 or 5 helicopters. These kids could just climb all over and go crazy. Let's see if they have any helicopters here. This is a regular helicopter. There's the simulator. Let's see. That's probably there. Golf, electric cars, baby food. Do you want to buy baby food from the government? That's a little scary.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's go back and see. What's the baby food selling for? I'm curious. It looks like brand new. It's in Puerto Rico. Pedialyte, mixed fruit. Let's just see. I'm just curious. So this is 486 cans. Oh, powder Simulec hypoallergenic instant formula. Oh, November 2025 expiration date. Right. So you got to move it somewhere where they don't really care.
So it's Pedialyte formula?
Yep. This one's not Pedi. This is some kind of Simulec. Simulec is the name.
How do you spell that?
Similac. Simulec powder. Instant formula.
What is the the price per unit?
Well, there's no bids. $500 you could buy the whole thing for. So you could pay basically $1 per unit. Maybe that's too much. Oh, $1 per unit. Let's just say.
Well, it's selling for $9 to $20 per unit on Facebook Marketplace right now. I'm looking at it.
Yeah. I wonder how you'd have to research and see how important that expiration date is. And because some people probably freak out about it, but a lot of people realize that, well, that's just a guide and they're not.
Well, you know how you do that, right? You just list it. You put the expiration date in Facebook Marketplace.
Yep.
And see what people say.
And see what happens. They're going to say, oh, that's a smoking deal. And we know it lasts a year or more. You can also buy real estate from the GSA. And one of the things that caught my eye that's selling today, the auction ends today in 17 hours.
That's cool.
Is this lighthouse. And it's in.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. And I thought, what a great Airbnb, right? It's on its own private island. It has a dock.
Where's this at?
Connecticut, Fairfield, Connecticut. Penfield Reef Lighthouse. It was built in 1874 style. Yeah, I don't know if it was built in 1874. It's 1 mile off Bridgeport's Black Rock Harbor. You got to have a boat, 51-foot light tower, 1,568 square feet. That's enough for a couple of bedrooms. It's got a pier, a boat landing. It's pretty wild.
And it's 370,000?
Yes. That's the current bid right now. It ends in 17 hours. There's 27 bids. This has been going on since June. They leave this up here for a long. You can imagine the government doesn't move too fast. The bid started at $100,000, and today it's up at 370.
Well, dude, look at these are some Airbnb lighthouses.
Oh, nice.
For rent. 300 to 600 a night, and this is This is near Connecticut here.
Oh yeah.
So your payment on a $370,000 house is going to be what, $2,000 a month?
Yeah.
If you financed it.
Yep.
You'd pay for that in 5 bookings.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And you get to own this cool place, man. And you get to go stay there when you're doing work on it. I love that. That's my slippery math formula. Whenever I get to use it and enjoy it, I'm happy paying a little bit more because, I own a place on the river because I love to fish. Well, the numbers don't always have to work out, right? So, I love the real estate stuff. And, that's, again, you can do it just gsaauctions.gov. This is realestatesales.gov. You can buy this Rice County Jail Annex for $1 million. Here's another lighthouse that's coming soon. This is in Rhode Island.
That looks gorgeous.
Yeah. You could buy the former Tatnall Air Force Space Surveillance Station. Current
Always
bid,
wanted to own one of those.
Current bid is $605,000, dude. This is, this is a heck of a story right here.
Yeah.
101. It's 100 acres.
100 acres? That's like another asymmetric bet here is people could be looking at this like, oh, I don't need a space station, but they're not noticing that it's 100 acres.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Obviously, people have been hanging out in here. Anyway, fun place to poke around. The story here is today, like I said, we started, the theme is backward and boring. Buy backward. Know what you can sell it for before you start. Don't buy anything that you don't already know what you can sell it for. Have that all figured out. Do the testing like you talk about all the time. And then boring products are typically going to be more profitable. Everybody's fighting for the sexy stuff, and you should leave that stuff alone and focus on boring stuff. And as you learn and build more sophisticated business models, and you can wade into some of this other stuff. But it's great.
Boring is best.
Boring is best. I love talking about this stuff. I love seeing the people in the mastermind figure it out. It's a big deal. It's really making an impact in people's lives, just like you are, all your stories. It's a big deal. Getting people to think, pulling them out of the system, out of the matrix. Huge, man. It's huge. So
down the rabbit hole we go.
Yes, that's exactly right. But yeah, if you want to learn more, shannonjean.com/mastermind, Chris will put links in there, and I'm happy to answer any questions, and there's no secrets. We'll talk about it again as we get more stuff that comes up.
Okay. Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you for having me on again. I can't stop talking about this stuff. It's fun.
All right. What'd you think? Please share it with a friend, and we'll see you next time on the Koerner Office.